In this session, I will be talking to you about about extension activities and collaboration. First, I will talk to you about extension activity. Extension activity is a voluntary action of any public or private group which aims to extend some help and support to community in order to uplift the status of the people. It can be in any forms such as providing medical care, financial assistance, educational assistance, and more. An extension activity is an activity that extends the learning of the lesson when it is done by higher educational institute with their students. These extension activities are level to fit the student. Student does not or don't choose their extension activity like enrichment project. Extension activities can be done in small groups or by a single student. HEI can formulate framework for practice for extension activities. This is because when it is done by an educational institute, we use the human capital. The major human capital of the higher educational institute is the students. We use the students. So we have to have a framework for practice and how we will be sending the student, which group of students will be allotted for what type of project or what type of work, like that and all. That must be taken care. Institutionalized community extension services of the institute are aimed at community development through its outreach programs. Services are geared towards empowering communities, especially the downtrodden or the poor. The philosophy of extension work is based on the importance of an individual in the promotion of progress for rural people and for the nation. The extension activities of the higher education institute should work with people to help them develop themselves and achieve superior well-being. Then, what are the principles of extension activities? Extension activities or work must be based on the needs and interests of the people. This is the first and foremost principle. The second one, extension work should be based on the knowledge, skills, beliefs, and value of the people. Thirdly, extension encourages people to take action and work out their own solution to their own problem rather than receiving ready-made solution. For example, an agricultural extension service offers technical advice on agriculture to farmers and also supplies them with necessary inputs and services to support their agricultural production. It provides information to farmers and passes to the farmers new ideas developed by the agricultural research stations. So, the major part of such extension activities empower people find their own solution through information, education, and communication. Let us see what are the purposes of this extension activities in a higher educational institute. It gives students opportunity to use their target words and definitions during interesting, engaging, and contextualized activities. It is not used for assessing student knowledge. Extension activities allow for more practice, long-term memory, confidence, and real learning to happen. Then, features of extension activities: helping others bring value to the community and bring more growth opportunity for everyone. It builds personal character. Learning and developing oneself is not supposed to have an end. That is major thing. So when you do extension activities, there is no end in your learning. Being involved allows one to reflect on ourselves and get better along the way. Then, roles of faculty in extension activities: partnership developers, facilitators in the discovery of opportunities, promote discovery learning, promoters of technology, networking and linkage supporters. Then higher educational institutions are mandated to render extension services hand in hand with instruction, research and production. This is in recognition of the vital role of the colleges and university play in development of communities, especially the underserved and the depressed. It is envisioned that the people of the community, the main focus of higher educational institutions, external or extension service program can be uplifted from the helplessness to self-reliance, from ignorance to increased awareness, from indifference to positive involvement, and from aimlessness to commitment. We have to see what are the thrust areas and priorities which we as healthcare institute, health science institute to do for the public. The university shall pursue extension service programs, activities and projects that will enable institutions, industries and communities, particularly the depressed and underserved, to achieve sustainable development through. So that means sustainable development of the community through different activities such as community extension services like capability building training program, agricultural environmental training for farmers, technical or vocational or skill training, continuing education for professionals, basic education, information technology literacy training, healthy habits and healthy living, etc. Then community outreach program, food and nutrition, health and sanitation, maternal and child care, medical, dental, optical mission, then blood donation, clean and green community, coastal cleanup, tree planting, nursery, vegetable garden, establishment, then relief goods operation, gift giving activities, youth and sports development, environmental camp, visit to orphanage, prison camp, prisons, rehabilitation centers, then provide counseling and legal advice for the needy, fundraising for community development. Then how will we impart extension activities? These extension activities we can do at any time. Most of our institutions under KUHAS is doing all these activities. Then extension activities should be organized through separate wing of the higher education institution. So when the quality assessment comes about extension activities, there should be a separate wing for this. There is a separate criteria about outreach program and higher education institutes serving extension activities. In our quality assurance system also, one criteria is extension activities and outreach program. So there should be something separate for this. There should be a separate wing. It should have organized structure with the chairperson and members to plan and coordinate activities. There must be minutes of meetings and action taken reports of the functions to find out whether the functions are done properly. These activities should be given adequate public attention through various means like media, coverage. Then higher education institute can present their activities for awards and such honors. Like we do for NSS, we do for community outreach programs, all those things. So extension outreach activities are considered as one of the key indicators to find societal commitment of the higher education institute in developing the community in and around them. It is considered as one of the major metrics in quality assessment. Since education has a long-reaching impact for citizen responsibility and development of nation, this area counts much in quality assessment of higher education institute. Thank you.